Let it
Beyond, welcome to another PlayStation Conversation. I'm Colin Moriarty. I'm here with Greg Miller. We're here to talk about The Last of Us, which of course is the most exciting PlayStation 3 exclusive coming up that we're really excited about. A few days ago you might have seen the ambush trailer where we see Joel and Ellie in Pittsburgh and they're attacked by some humans. But Greg got to see the game and being played.
Yeah.
You got to see gameplay for the very first time, Greg.
I did. It picks up right after the truck ambush. So if you remember the truck ambush, off the road, crash, and then The Last of Us logo comes up. Not here. It starts up with gameplay right away. And the thing that struck me, Colin, is they started it by, they were in a pause screen, they came out of the pause screen, but the pause screen was like the Uncharted pause screen, right? And I was like, oh, that's weird. And at a glance, I think this game, if you were just gonna, when gameplay's finally released, which they haven't done yet, sorry, you're gonna look at it, you're gonna say, that does look like Uncharted. Third person shooting, it's got the little circle for the reticle right now. Who knows what the final product will be. But when the actual game started, it was totally different, like a much more somber, scarier feel. Like, the truck crashes, right? Ellie turns to Joel and she's like, don't worry, I'm okay. And then the door flings open. One of those ambush guys grabs her and she's clawing, she's screaming. He's clawing at her, pulling her out, and like, not in the way like Elena gets captured by pirates. And we're like, oh no, Nate. And then Joel goes to help her. His door flies open. He's pulled out. And he starts wrestling with this guy. And the guy and him are going at it. And eventually the guy throws Joel through a plate glass window, just his head. So he's like this over the glass. And there's like a giant triangle of glass right here. And he gets in this struggle with the guy trying to shove his head. And the camera comes in super, super tight. And so, like, they're coming down. And then over in the corner, the little square pops up. Remember this from Uncharted where you have to do the little tap, 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 tap. And I'm like, oh, well, it's Uncharted. He's going to get out. He's going to save the day. But there's this moment where when you're tapping and Joel gets to like the apex of it, right? And he does this like, and he turns around and he's like, and he got this vein, like there's desperation. And he elbows the dude, comes up, grabs him, slams him down on the triangle. The dude's triangle in the throat. He's and he falls to the ground. And then, then it was back into like, we always talk about how this game's post-apocalyptic. You're scrounging for bullets. You're having to do all this. Joel's got like 3 rounds in his gun. He's running around. He's doing like the in-cover thing, right? But it's not like the Nathan Drake. It's not like the Nathan Drake cover thing. It's like he's super low. He's doing his normal thing, and then he comes up. He wastes his bullets. Then he need to make a run. There's a guy with the 2x4. Take the 2x4. Destroy that guy. Just crush his head. Another guy. He ran up at a point and like grabbed his head and went bam right into the counter.
Do it to me.
right in the counter, and there was blood all over the counter and stuff. And it was just like this whole. Naughty Dog said when they came out to show the presentation that they wanted you to feel these people's emotions in a way that you didn't go the spectrum of Uncharted, right? Like in Uncharted, it was always fun. It was this pulp adventure. We didn't think people were going to usually die. We had fun the whole way.
A lot of people die in Uncharted.
That's true.
But no one is mattered.
Thousands of people.
No one who mattered in Uncharted died. I mean, gee, come on. They toy around with Sullivan. That doesn't even happen. Spoiler. Cutter jumps off, breaks his leg. Elena takes a grenade to her belly, and she's fine. She's okay. Don't worry about it.
All right, so let me ask you this then. So we have it's somewhat third person, or it is third person. It's somewhat like Uncharted.
Yeah.
But it's more visceral. It's more violent.
Totally.
And what I'm fascinated about is that we didn't see the infected at all in this, right?
Correct. Right. They're still setting it up that. You're outside this quarantine zone. That's what Joel has been paid to take Ellie somewhere. We don't know where yet. And yeah, you're outside the quarantine zone, and so far from what we've seen, the biggest threats are the other people, the survivors who've been living out here. And like, that's really effed up. You know what I mean? It's what we always talk about when we watch Jericho or something, right? It's always these other people and what they want out of it. But then, to see these characters, to see them interact was really weird. Like, there was a great neck break, right? Like, in Uncharted, Nathan Drake runs up and he'll just, and then he's running away again. And Joel runs up on this guy and puts him in a sleeper hold.
Oh, God.
And this guy's struggling, and he's punching Joel, and Joel's just like doing, and it went on for like this really long time as he worked the guy to the ground to make sure he died, but it wasn't like camera run.
So it feels real. There's more consequence. There are obviously many fewer humans in this post-apocalyptic world, right. So every death kind of means a little bit more. So,
exactly.
So the game seems it's just more emotional.
Yeah, and you go on a little bit further and you're scavenging for bullets in suitcases and stuff, and I never saw at any point that I noticed that they had more than a single digit of bullets in their gun, you know what I mean?
Which kind of brings it back to the original trailer that we saw when she's kind of combing through the guy's body and finds a few shells, and it's precious to her.
Exactly. And Ellie asks Joel like how he knew it was an ambush, and he says, I've been on both sides a couple of times before. And she's like, so you kill people and stuff? And he just blows it off. You know what I mean? She's like, I'll take that as a yes. Like, Joel isn't Nathan Drake. They always said, well, Drake, he's done some bad stuff before, but no, he's just a pirate. And like, you're like, okay, cool. But like, Joel is obviously just a merc. He's for hire. He's had to do what he has to do to survive in this horrible world 20 years after the outbreak that ruined civilization.
Right. Well, it sounds good. I wasn't cool enough to go to Judges Week, so I haven't seen the game yet, but I'll see it at E3. We'll see it again at E3. In the meantime, we have some videos. We have the trailer. Greg wrote up a piece about this, maybe not showing it quite as showing
a lot of movement for me before
his actor pedigree. We'll also have an exclusive Q&A with Naughty Dog that will be up on the site soon about The Last of Us. So
it's up right now.
Oh, it's up right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's already up. So watch it. Yeah.